Hello, hello guys. Welcome in. Let's see who hops in. I do have a pretty good story time for you guys. So let's see who hops in. I don't know if anybody else is live right now. If not, you guys can watch this back. Let me get my computer on. I think my computer's on. Yeah, there it is. As I wait for people to hop in. Because I don't know if my sister's on. Welcome in, guys. It's probably gonna take a couple minutes to push it out because it's been so long. But I see one person. I do have a really good story time for you guys. I guess it's really juicy. I see 2 people. Let's get up to 5 and I'll start my story time and kind of give you guys an update, I guess, of the last month? Maybe? I don't know how far back I'll start. So guys, say hi, say hello, tell me what is up down below. I do have a good story time. I'll start in like literally 2 seconds. But there's gonna be some misfortunes, but I do feel like at the end that it was good. Okay? But guys, let's see who's gonna say hi, who's gonna say hello. And I'm gonna get started. So, okay, let me kind of backtrack. You guys know that I've been on a long journey with finding a job. Hi, Amber. I put in way over 100 job applications, and I end up getting 2 interviews. You guys know the first interview, I showed up, was there, walked in, and they canceled on me. So that was kind of misfortune number 1. Not gonna lie, a little bummed, but I'm kind of like, whatever, like, that's my luck. John always calls me like lucky, and I just feel like I have so much bad luck. But then about a week later, you guys know, like, I put an application and I called a place and got an interview on the spot, did the interview, got the job that you guys know, and then I had to wait a month for it to start, and that was yesterday was my start date. It was gonna be like a week earlier, but then I had to go on vacation. They're like, okay, we'll just push it back a week. Like, we're not gonna start, we'll start you right after your vacation. Cool. But there were some red flags. I'll let you know. After the interview, they were supposed to message me with like, hey, this is your start date. Here's some details. I never really got the message. Fine, whatever. It was the beginning of a work day. I get that. And I called back again, like a week later, I think, like, hey, like, I forgot to write down the date, even though I knew the date. Oh, I forgot to write down the date. Can you just, like, text me the date and, like, all the details? Okay, cool. We'll text you. Never heard back. Okay? And then a week ago, I called again, got the front desk, left a message. Hey, like, I never got this message, whatever. And then I went on vacation. Cool. I was all prepared to start yesterday. Drum roll, please, guys. So I was all ready. I went shopping, got everything I needed, was all ready to start yesterday. Cool. Plus. So whatever. Rushed home from vacation. We were up at like 6 a.m. Got on our flight at 11. I'm sure you heard from Jess how crazy getting to the airport was. Like, yeah. Piled in a car, everybody was nauseous, getting sick, it was not pretty. We got home, I flew into my parents' house, which is 3 hours away, we chilled out for a little bit, but anyways, we got here at 8 o'clock. At 8:30, they sent me a message saying, oh, we're no longer gonna train you, because we feel like we have too many people sort of situation. Literally, guys, the night before I'm starting. Okay, I'm not, also, let me reach out. I reached out to them earlier in that day and didn't hear back because I kind of like, I wanted the details. Like, do you want me to start at this time? I want to make sure my memory is correct. And that night, they messaged me that. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, like, I was kind of devastated. Like, yes. One, I waited a whole month for this job, not looking for anything else, just waiting, being like, okay, this is gonna be my ticket, everything's gonna get better, you know, like, mentally, I'm gonna be getting out of the house, I'm gonna be making money, like, scrunchie is gonna be so much better, like, all this stuff, I was really, really, really talking it up. And yeah, and not looking for another job for a month, yeah, I was beyond bummed. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how much detail you want me to go into, like, how upset I was, but I was so upset. But on a positive note, I needed a good cry. That's a positive note. And I feel like on a positive note is I also needed, like, I feel like I needed that kick to, like, remind me that, like, things aren't gonna get better if you just, like, stay in place. So I guess that's, like, positive thing. But, like, hear me out, guys. Message down below. Would you be really bummed too? Be mad for me, because I'm kind of mad. But they left it at, like, you know, they left it with, oh, like, whenever we can, like, you know, fit you in, sort of thing. Whenever we can train you, we'll get you in. So it's kind of like an open door, you know, but I can't wait, you know. So yeah, that's kind of the, I guess, the big update. So hopefully this will be that push that I need to, like, not sit around and just be super proactive and get done what needs to get done, because I have been in such a slump this last month. Like, I cannot even tell you, I've been in such a slump. I've been, like, grouchy and, like, not my best self, and just waiting to start this job to, like, just, I don't know, take some stress off of me. And yeah, when I heard that they wouldn't be starting me, I was, yeah, crushed. So I don't know. That's pretty much the story. So everybody that was waiting for me to start the job, I'm not starting it. Right, Amber? Like, literally, you guys know I'm like, oh, we're starting in 2 weeks, whatever. Like, you know, I mean, there's multiple things I'm mad about, but I'm mad that I'm like, how long did you know that you weren't going to train me? Yeah. How long did you know that you weren't going to train me, that you have to tell me at, like, 8:30? It was almost 9. I was putting the girls to bed. Like, 9 o'clock at night, the day before I'm starting. And the fact that I have reached out to you over the past month, I reached out to you 4 times. And, like, I literally reached out to them once a week just because I wanted that confirmation, you know, I wanted the confirmation, you know, in the details. Yeah. So, it was for I'm obviously not going to say where, but it was a serving job at, like, a really nice high-end, restaurant, obviously. So I was really excited about it because it's, like, you know, high ticket items. And, like, I get that it takes a while to train because they're like, there's one trainer that we trust, like, it's gonna take a couple weeks, you know. They should have been honest with me so I didn't have to wait a whole month. And I'm not gonna lie, like, they could have said whatever and I probably wouldn't have received it well, but they're like, oh, it's been a really busy month. And I'm like, that's nice that you've had a really busy month, but, like, you should have told me sooner than the night before. And I'm like, if I didn't reach out to you that day, would you have not told me? Would I have just shown up and you've been like, we're not training, like, you know? So, I don't know. So, back to the job search. I kind of, like, I gave myself a chill day yesterday, which was nice, but I don't know. I never really relaxed. And by the time John got home, I was just, literally, my pores felt like they were sweating with stress. Not that anything particularly was stressing me out, but my body was just in such a state of stress that I couldn't get myself out of. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't even want to say that I hope that things will get better. Like, they have to get better. Like, we have no choice. Things need to get better. We need to buckle down and stay super focused. I've been so flaky this past month. Like, trust me, this is not the person I want to be. It's just, I can feel my body freaking out by the stress. You know? And yeah. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. And you guys know, like, I'm still dealing with a lot of things, and it is mentally, like, I don't want to say I'm, like, mentally fragile, because everybody deals with things differently, but, like, being in chronic pain and waking up being in, like, excruciating pain, like, I couldn't even put on my pants last night, if we're being honest. That's how bad the nerve pain in my leg was. John had to help me put on my pants, and I've had that for, like, 5 days. Like, it gets to a girl. Like, if we're being honest, like, it gets to me. I'm not gonna lie. I hate being in pain and having headaches and just being like, bleh, all the time. Yeah, I know. I need to keep, like, applying. But, like, there are positives. Because I would have been starting this job with, like, terrible pain in my legs. So that's, like, wouldn't be the best. So that's a positive. Yeah, they should have been honest with me. Yeah, I know. I think my goal for today is, one, I'm getting back on Scrunchie today. I have let that slip. I've put way too much effort over the last year to, you know, build something for myself. And I love the flexibility of owning my own job. But I have just, like, I've let it slip away really bad. Like, I am disappointed in myself. I'm embarrassed. Definitely embarrassed. You know, so that's my one big thing, is I need to get orders out today. I need to not make excuses. I just need to buckle down, even when it feels like way too much to handle. Way too much to handle. So I dropped off the girls, and, like, trust me, in my brain, I wanted to go lay down in bed, possibly fall back to sleep, and relax, watch YouTube video. But I came and I just sat down, got a little snack, and went live. So yeah, I need to force myself to, like, not watch TV, not relax, and just keep moving forward, which is really mentally hard when, like, all you want to do is just relax, sleep, you know, all that stuff. Just keep going. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. I know things will get better. It's just, it's hard when you're just, like, you just get yourself in such a funk, and then, like, I don't know. You just get in a rhythm of just doing the bare minimum, which is, like, taking care of the girls, making sure they're good, barely taking care of yourself, and just, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna lie, like, when I saw that, my body had a big reaction. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else loses their lunch when they get really, really upset, but I did. And I cried for an hour and a half on and off. Like, I was like, yeah. It was funny because, like, John is very much a let's fix the problem sort of person immediately. which is good. But in that moment, I'm like, can we just, like, acknowledge that I'm really sad in this moment? When he's instantly like, I know a really good place, you should hire for them now. And I'm like, give me a second to, like, grieve, I guess. So that's the first thing he did, was he's like, get in the car, we're going somewhere. And he takes me to, like, this new Korean pub that opened up. It's super cool. That opened up, and my eyes, I have green eyes, guys, and when my eyes get red from crying, my eyes look scary. Just red eyes with, red with, like, green eyes. Freaky. So he's, like, bringing me into places, and, like, he's like, oh, and this is the owner, and my eyes are just like, but that's just how John's very much a I'll fix your problem sort of person. Yeah. Really, Mary? I should focus on those things. I think the reason why I wanted a job out of the house was the consistency. Running your own business is not consistent, and that, I mean, I learned a lot over the first year. I learned a lot, and I'm still learning a lot, but I feel like the thing I didn't expect was, like, dry January, where I was like, I got one order in, like, 2 weeks, and sort of thing. Like, I wasn't prepared for that, and then, yeah. So that's my sort of thing, and then it was a spiral. Spiraled and spiraled. So yeah, I would love to go full-time in my business, but, that's not easy, especially because I have been flaky. It's been taking me a long time to get things out. I've been avoidant, so my communication hasn't been great. I know I've burned a lot of bridges. 99% of the people have been really understanding and kind, but I know I've burned so many bridges that I'm scared that things aren't going to be the same again. There's part of me that's definitely scared that's like, you've done too much damage, that, how do you fix it? And then, how do you grow that trust back? So, that's something I need to do. Even if it's just, like, starting with just scrunchies again, and starting with what I have. That's what I have to do. Start it with scrunchies. I have a lot of hoodies and stuff like that. Just start with those hoodies. Do you guys know I do have St. Patrick's Day patterns, which that's like a month away, but I just, I don't know. I feel like I needed to hit that low to finally let myself bounce back up. Hopefully. At least that's what I'm thinking about it. Good morning, Sierra. At least that's what I'm thinking about it. Because that was, like, a low. And I needed a big cry, and I needed to be honest with myself, I guess. But I still do plan on applying for a lot of jobs because I still want that consistency. And I want to have that income so I can funnel it into my business, to just keep it growing. And you guys know we're saving up for a house, so I want that constant income for that reason, Yeah. So that's one thing, And also, like, I want to work on a W-2 and, like, I don't know, go into Social Security. All those things about working a job outside of the, house. So, it still is my goal to do that, And it's a lot easier to get a house when you have, a W-2 and all those things. It's really, really difficult to run your own business and to try to get a house unless your business is going, like, crazy good. So that is pretty much for the story for right now. Yeah. Pretty much. I just need to have a... No, so right now, to save money, we are staying with Jonathan's parents. Hopefully, I mean, obviously, hopefully it's temporary, you know, but I just want to expedite and speed up the process of saving up for a house. So the place that we rented, we had to move out, like, immediately. Like, it just wasn't in, like, livable condition anymore. It was a super old house. So that's when we moved to here. I guess another side note, guys, is I am seriously thinking about changing the page's name. I know some people are like, oh, don't change it. But the thing is like, my page isn't a family page anymore. You know, the kids aren't on it very rarely. John's not on my page. He doesn't go live. He doesn't really post. He doesn't post ever. So I am really considering changing the name. Let's see what, I think I know which one we're going with, even though I'm not like in love with it. I feel like it makes a lot of sense. People are loving, which one is the favorite? Keeping Up with Kelly. I think that is everybody's favorite so far. The second one is Catching Up with Kelly, but I feel like Keeping Up with Kelly sounds a little bit smoother. Yeah. I feel like, Teresa, I feel like I needed somebody to validate that I've been through a lot and that I have a reason to feel the way I'm feeling. You know what I mean? I think that's like really what I needed, you know? Yeah. So, but yeah, I liked the name Built Before Bedtime or Built After Bedtime, but I think that could be a separate, I feel like I could use that name for something else. I like that because a lot of the times I go live with you guys after I get the girls to sleep. Like, that's pretty much when I've always gone live, is then. So I've really liked that name. But I think we'll save it for something else. I think so. I think, you guys let me know. I think it's going to change to Keeping Up with Kelly. And I also feel like that's a good choice because it's not, like, completely different. I mean, it is different, but it's not like, it's not different enough that people can't make the correlation or being like, oh, is this a brand new page? No. So I think that's what the name is going to be, Keeping Up with Kelly. And it's easy to spell, you know, and I think it looks good because it starts with a K, you know. I didn't want to do any, like, weird changing of spelling of words because it's going to make things, you know. Yeah. And I think it's going to be easier to recognize than the CH family. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. But I think I'm going to change the name to to Keeping Up with Kelly. 4 words, it's easy. You guys let me know what you think. I'm keeping that poll up. And I may do another poll if I find something else that I like. Yeah, because Coffee and Catching Up with Kelly is way too long. Keeping Up with Kelly. I think it's simple, it's easy, you know, it has my name in it, but you guys let me know. Okay, well, I'm going to, right, okay, yeah, But yeah, the built before bedtime or built after bedtime or built between bedtimes, I'm going to save that for something else. Maybe that'll be like my, I don't know, maybe it'll be a new company name. Maybe it'll be like a new, just like business page name or something. Because I do like it. I think, I do like it. Don't take it, but I do like it. I also have to make sure that Keeping Up with Kelly is not taken. That's a really good question, actually. It doesn't look to be. What about your TikTok page? I don't have a CH Family TikTok page. I only have a scrunchied page, and then I have that like random one that I was gonna make, or I did make it, but I never really followed through on it. I think we're sensing a theme here. You know? But anyways, let me catch you guys later. I'm gonna try to do a live again tonight. This is the most calm part of my day, so I want to try to get like as much clarity as I can, because like at 12 Ari comes home and then Ava comes home, and then you know they're all up in my business. But anyways, let me catch you guys later. First, good live. I guess the only thing I ask is if you guys see me live and you just want to smash the emotions, go for it. All that stuff is going to help get me back on track, you know? Yeah. Because obviously, like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I've still gotten views, even though, not going to lie, people must be watching things that are, like, older. But I don't know. If you guys want to go vote for the favorite name, it is on my page, but I think we are leaning towards one. But anyways, let me catch you guys soon. I'm going to eat my breakfast.